Hello everyone, welcome to Unknown Facts. So students, in this video, we will solve week assignment number 9 of the course Cloud Computing. So this week consists of in total of 10 number of questions, and we will start it from question number 1. So question number 1 is, which of the following statements best describes fog computing? Statement A is, fog computing refers to a model where data processing and applications are concentrated in the cloud rather than at the network edge. Option B is, fog computing is a term introduced by Cisco Systems to describe a model that centralizes data processing in the cloud to manage wireless data transferred to distributed IoT devices. Option C is, fog computing is a model where data processing and applications are concentrated in devices at the network edge rather than existing almost entirely in the cloud. And option D is, the vision of fog computing is to enable applications on a few connected devices to run directly in the cloud without interaction at the network edge. So the correct answer for question number 1 will be option number C. Okay. Moving to the next question. Question number 2 is, which of the following challenges is most effectively addressed by using fog and edge computing instead of a cloud-only approach for IoT applications? So statement A is, resource management issues related to workload balance and task scheduling in cloud-based environments. Statement B is, the efficiency of processing time-sensitive applications directly in the cloud due to high latency and large data bandwidth requirements. Statement 3 is, the need for improved security and privacy features in cloud-based systems which are not addressed by fog and edge computing. And statement D is, the difficulty in integrating multiple cloud services and platforms for comprehensive IoT data management. So the correct answer for question number 2 will be option number B. Okay. Question number 3 is, which of the following correctly describe a classification of resource management architectures in fog edge computing? Threads of a process share, data flow, control, tendency, infrastructure. So the correct answer will be tendency. Okay, option number C. Question number 4 is, which of the following characteristics is not typically associated with fog computing infrastructure? Option A is location awareness and low latency. Option B is better bandwidth utilization. Option C is high computational power concentrated solely in the cloud. And option D is support for mobility. So the correct answer will be option number C. Okay. Question number 5 is, in the fog computing paradigm, which of the following accurately describes the relationship between local and global analysis? Option A is, local analysis are performed executively in the cloud while global analysis are done at the edge devices. Option B is, local and global analysis are performed only in the cloud data centers. Option C is, local analysis are performed at the edge devices and global analysis can be either performed at the edge or forward to the cloud. Option D is, local analysis are conducted by IoT devices and global analysis are not necessary in fog computing. So the correct answer for question number 5 will be option number C. Question number 6 is, what is the primary goal of the application placement problem in the cloud fog edge framework? Option A is, to map all applications onto the cloud services serves to maximize computational power. Option B is, to find available resources in the network that satisfy application requirements, respect constraints, and optimize the objectives such as minimizing energy consumption. Option C is, to place all application components on edge devices to ensure low latency. And option D is, to disregard resource capacities and focus solely on network constraints. So the answer will be option number B. Okay. Question number 7 is, which of the following is an example of an application constraint in the application placement problem on the cloud fog edge framework? Option A is, finite capabilities of CPU and RAM on infrastructure nodes. Option B is, network latency and bandwidth limitations. Option C is, locality requirements restricting certain services executions to specific locations. And option D is, availability of storage resources in the fog nodes. So the correct answer will be option number C. Okay. Question number 8 is what is the primary purpose of offloading in the context of edge computing? Option A is to move all data processing from edge nodes to the cloud. Option B is to augment computing requirements by moving servers, applications and associated data closer to the network edge. Option C is to reduce the reduce the number of user devices connected to the network. And option D is to centralize all computational resources in the cloud for better performance. So the answer for question number 8 will be option number B. Okay. So the second last question is what is the primary goal of a cloud federation? Option A is to centralize all cloud services under a single provider. Option B is to deploy and manage multiple cloud services to meet business needs by collaborating among different cloud services providers, CSPs. Option C is to limit the geographical reach of cloud services. Option D is to reduce the number of cloud services providers globally. So the answer will be option number B. Moving to the last question, question number 10 is which of the following is a key benefit of forming a cloud federation? Option A is centralized control of global cloud services. Option B is increased resource utilization and load balancing across multiple cloud service providers, CSPs. Option C is reduced collaboration among cloud service providers, and option D is limiting the geographical footprint of cloud service providers. So the answer will be again option number B. So we have solved all the questions. Let's submit it. So viewers, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe it for getting upcoming week answers. Like the video and share it with native ones. Thank you.